thank you all for coming. I'm proud to invite you all to the stage. Presidium. Co-chairperson Michelle Pollock, Chairman Wizo UK. Co-chairperson Gila Lieberman, Federal President Wizo Austria. Co-vice chairperson Simone Grumman, President Wizo Germany. Co-vice chairperson Nicole Kovalivker, President OSFA Wizo Argentina. Co-vice chairperson Dorit Reiter, President Wizo Denmark. Co-vice chairperson Eva Weiler, President Wizo Switzerland. Members of the Presidium. Karine Moyer-Winter, Vice President Wizo Austria. Vicky Hollander, President Wizo Belgium and Luxembourg. Silene Balesiano, President Wizo Brazil. Claudia Goldman, National President CHW. Agnes Manhaj, President Wizo Chile. Eva Kozakova, President Wizo Czech Republic. Joël Lesmy, President Wizo France. Heather Namias, President Wizo Greece. Joyce Newman-Durlecher, President Wizo Holland. Eva Lantz, President Wizo Hungary. Tilda Levy. Esther Israel, President Adey Wizo Italy. Shula Shrem, President Wizo Mexico. Betty Hakim de Bert, President Wizo Panama. Munin Castle, President Wizo South Africa. Astrid Mizrahi, President Wizo Spain. Suzanne Schneiderman-Ritz, President Wizo Sweden. Jana Falik, Co-President Wizo USA. Gail Pearl, Co-President Wizo USA. Gila Oshvat, Chairperson Wizo Israel. I'm proud to present the committees. Steering Committee. Co-chairperson Lorraine Warren, Wizo UK. Co-chairperson Helena Oxenberg-Kellner, Wizo Brazil. Co-vice chairperson Yvonne Javits, Wizo South Africa. Co-vice chairperson Marla Den, Wizo Canada. Co-vice chairperson Roberta Nahum, Wizo Italy. Committee members. Dorit Reiter, Wizo Denmark. Dalia Rezepka, Wizo Chile. Manuel Amal, Wizo France. Lisette Musali, Wizo Mexico. Ricky Cohen, Wizo Israel. Carmela Deckel, Wizo Israel. Resolution committees. Co-chairperson Gail Pearl, Wizo USA. Co-chairperson Suzanne Schneiderman-Ritz, Wizo Sweden. Co-vice chairperson Silene Balesiano, Wizo Brazil. Co-vice chairperson Betty Hakim de Betesh, Wizo Panama. Co-vice chairperson Tulin Telvi. Committee members. Tamar Lazarus, Wizo South Africa. Esther Israel, Wizo Italy. Renit Ribak, Madurai, Wizo UK. Ingrid Rockberger, Wizo Israel. Janine Gali, Wizo Israel. Diana Peternek-Pellet, Wizo Israel. Rolene Marks, Wizo Israel. Elections Committee. Co-chairperson Claudia Goldman, Wizo Canada. Co-chairperson Jana Falik and Gail Pearl, Wizo USA. Co-vice chairperson Munin Castle, Wizo South Africa. Co-vice chairperson Shula Shrem, Wizo Mexico. Co-vice chairperson Joyce Naumann-Durlecher, Wizo Holland. Committee members. Israel. Ricky Keltz, Dorvan Yehieli, Gil Ashkenazi, Revital Ben Artzi. Just look at us. Take a good look around you. What do you see? You see Wizo! An international organization that spans 50 countries around the world. Groups of Zionist women, Jewish women, and volunteers who devote all their energy and wealth to the benefit of Israel. You are always so dear to us. You are Wizo. Wizo's vision and goals, as true as they were before, are still relevant and true today more than ever. We are involved in all aspects of society as Wizo continues to spread across the country and overseas. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce the opening of the Wizo International Conference. It is now my honor and pleasure to invite World Wizo President Tova Ben Dov. Would like to?
I want to tell you that this beautiful Diana, where is Lady Steinberg? You had to stand on a stool to be next to her. She is in the program of Naale, children that came without their parents to Nahalal, and they are fantastic. And we do everything that they will learn, and maybe afterwards go to the Technion or go to universities or do whatever they want, because we are their parents. As long as their parents don't come to Israel, and many come on Aliyah, so we are instead of their parents, and as parents, we love you and we give you all the opportunities, Bubale. Now, I have the pleasure to invite משרד התיירות, איפה? Ahuva Zaken from the Ministry of Tourism. She is the deputy of the Minister of Tourism. And I want to tell you, they saw fit to give us a special token because 500 women from all around the world, and many young women, when countries like UK said not to come to Israel, no one cancellation. Everyone came. When tourism is low, when people don't come. And I think that this and the amount of tourists that we bring during the year to Israel, and they saw fit to give us a special thanks, special citation to, I want Janine Gali to come here from the tourist department to stand also with me. That they are working day and night, really, to bring more and more people to Israel. And kol hakavod to you. We love you.
From me as well. Shalom, good morning. Shalom to every one of you. It's really a very, very, very exciting moment for me to see you all here. And I would like to greet you on behalf of the Minister of Tourism, Mr. Yariv Levin, who unfortunately was unable to join me this morning and greet you himself. I welcome you all, and I wish to thank you, each one of you, for all your fruitful activities and wonderful projects throughout the years and all over the world. Your contribution, support, love, care, and solidarity is highly appreciated. Not only by us, the ministry, but by thousands and millions of people all over the country and all over the world. Your decision to participate this convention, in spite of the tension situation, is very important to us. And I'm not surprised. Having you here and seeing so many women who are so strong and brave and are not afraid of anything, coming and insisting to participate and not canceling just because of any kind of fear, This is what we believe, and this is our strength. At this moment, close to 200,000 tourists from all over the world are visiting our tiny little country. They enjoy the heritage, the historic and archaeological sites, and I do hope that you too will join them and experience the unique places. I know how busy you are. I've seen your program, and I hope that between the hard work that you do and the important work that you do, you will find time for fun, for pleasure, for touring and experience this wonderful country. Not only the sites, but especially the people of Israel. I would like to share with you my personal positive experience with Wizo. I myself have 3 children, and the 3 of them, luckily me, managed to be in a Wizo kindergarten. Now they're all grew up and they're very good citizens and they contribute to my country. And I remember that at that time, when I was that young, it was about 30 years ago and even more, I needed the support of such an organization to be at my back and help me build my career and build my family and be able to go back to work 3-4 months after having the babies, the children, and know for sure that I'm in good hands, because your reputation is so high. It was high at the time that I actually was exposed to the activity of Wizo, and up until today, when someone mentioned Wizo, everybody knows that this is an organization that you should be proud of. Yes, yes, you deserve it. It's for you. So I would like to really, again, to thank each one of you for everything you do. And I do hope that this will continue. And maybe I will meet you in the next 30 years again and say the same thing. So before I conclude my greeting, I would like to really thank you on behalf of the ministry and ask your president, Tova Ben Dov, again, to join me, because I would like to give you a tiny token of appreciation to Wizo on behalf of the ministry. So this is for me.
And I am giving it to Janine, that she will continue to...
Exactly. Janine, I would like to continue our connection. You're here with me?
Yes, she is.
Okay. It's very small and
beautiful.
Beautiful,
It's the
exactly. And it has the logo. So, I need the logo of the Ministry of Tourism as well.
Yeah.
Let me
Give it a clap.
Yeah, that's exactly what it needs. A little clap. All right. Tova, hold it with your hand. Maybe Janine, join us? Okay? That's fine? All right, that's fine. Thank you, and enjoy the country, and I hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Okay?
It will be in the tourist department, division, and they will be proud of it. Janine, continue to bring more and more tourists to Israel.
We need that. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you soon. Good luck. Good luck.
Now, everyone is seated. Dear Haverot, dear friends, distinguished guests, and as I always say, my Wizo family. The past 4 years were characterized by a rise in anti-Semitism, in delegitimization of Israel and BDS, instability in the Arab world, the Iranian nuclear bomb, Boko Haram, superpower dominance race, the civil war in Syria, and refugees seeking asylum in Europe. Islam extremists taking their religious war global, piracy on high seas, cyberspace, bullying, European Union, financial problems and bailouts, the framework and mechanism to solve the climate crisis, terror, carnage, a coalition to battle ISIS. Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister, said, terrorism is a deliberate and systematic targeting of civilians. It can never be justified. Innocent people in Paris, like in London, Madrid, Mumbai, Buenos Aires, and Jerusalem, are victims of militant Islamic terrorism, not its cause. Militant Islamic terrorism attacks our societies because it wants to destroy our civilization and our values. The horrendous attack in Tel Aviv on January aimed to do just that. These were only a few of the challenges that affected the reality in which Wizo operated during the term of my presidency. Then there was the breakdown in negotiation with the Palestinian authorities, individual terrorists stabbing or shooting innocent bystanders, and at random, vehicle ramming, rock and Molotov bottles throwing, demonstrations, riots, to the malicious Palestinian incident. And today we heard about Atniel, the mother that was stabbed and was left with 6 children that are orphans. So it doesn't stop. Israel remains strong and defiant, but continues to be the target of international bias that forever slams Israel and depicts the Palestinians as victims, completely ignoring the fact that the Palestinian authorities still get more financial and medical aid from Israel than any of the other countries in the Arab bloc. It also ignores our brave IDF rescue team that travel to disaster areas all over the world to help save lives of children, adults from countries that have no diplomatic ties with Israel and vote against us in the UN. The past 4 years saw Israel's economy relatively stable. The discovery of the natural gas, 2 elections, belated national budgets with insufficient funds for social, health, and education. The continuous shrinking of the middle class, Haredim gradually joining the IDF, and also they join the labor force. An increase in minimum wage, but still a rise in poverty that includes over 760,000 children. But we must look at the future. And Israel's most precious asset, it is our human resources. 12 years ago, as a chairperson of the executive, I launched the education campaign, or as I called it, education, because the children are our future, and Wizo strives to provide them with a passport to the future through equal opportunities and the best education possible. And this creed continued to guide me throughout my term as a president. For me, education is as important as security, because educated youth make better qualified soldiers and future citizens, thus guaranteeing both our security and our continuance. There is never a dull moment in a president's diary, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I would like to share a small number of significant highlights with you. I am proud and thrilled with the 3 special programs that I initiated: the Wizo Heritage Program for teachers and youth in our villages and schools in 2004, the Israel Youth Award in 2007, and the Chess Club in 2013, that are all going from strength to strength. The Israel Youth Award develops our Wizo youth sense of personal commitment and community involvement. Moshe Bittman, without you, we couldn't reach it, and thank you. The Chess Club exposes Wizo children to youth from all echelons of society, to the game of the kings, of society that suits our Jewish genius, what I call the Yiddish Kop. Attendance grows annually. I'm sorry that I have to speak like this because they gave me 18 minutes. I am proud to have established 2 new Wizo traditions by initiating the Magen Michal Prize to commemorate our beloved Michal Modai, blessed her memory. The bestowing ceremony takes place every year on the last day of the Mor or the EGM in January, awarding a federation for outstanding achievements throughout the previous year. And I don't mean money alone. I mean all the things to bring tourists to Israel, to encourage Aviv groups, everything, all the achievements, according to what you chose. In 2014 and 2015, at the suggestion of Wizo South Africa, I appealed to Wizo federations to participate in Spreading Light Project, the part of the global Shabbat project. I am thrilled that this year approximately 200,000 Wizo Haverot lit candles on the same Friday, adding a special prayer for Israel, conducting tzedakah activities, and organizing challah baking. Hosting members from the Jewish community that had never observed the Shabbat at their homes. Wizo Haverot brought them closer to our Jewish home and tradition. It's written in Bet HaTfutzot, in the diaspora house, that more than Israel looked after the Shabbat looked after Israel. In addition, during my term as a president, I had the great privilege to carefully accompany from blueprint to the completion the building of 3 unique projects. The Daycare Center in Haifa, generously donated by Ruth Rappaport, that sits here with us, and Wizo Switzerland, with the stipulation, Wizo Switzerland, where is Anne? You deserve. With the stipulation that the Daycare Center be named after Michal Modai Zal. The second one was the Myrna and Isaac K. Daycare Center in the north of Tel Aviv, in celebration of their golden wedding anniversary. And the 5th house of Neve Wizo, of which I appealed to Lady Berl Steinberg. Where are you, Berl? She is the vice president of Wizo UK and generously added funds for those raised by South Africa, the sponsoring federation. Thank you for everything. Thank you all. As your president, I had the honor and privilege to represent you at the meeting of the World Zionist Organization and the Jewish Agency Governor Board, where I am also a member of the Russian-speaking Jury Committee, the Budget Fund Subcommittee for Programs, and the Controller Committee. As your representative, I am able to contribute of my experience, opinions, and know-how, and bring Wizo much respect, recognition, and appreciation. In 2013, I was very fortunate to participate in a memorable Jewish Agency Board governing meeting in Kiev and extended executive meeting in the world of the Zionist Organization in Odessa. I was invited to all the Israeli presidential conferences initiated under the auspices of the Israeli president and Nobel Prize laureate Shimon Peres. I hope that he will get well very quickly. In Jerusalem, the gathering titled Facing Tomorrow brought together world leaders and top thinkers of the wide variety fields with thought to navigate the most pressing global and challenges ahead. The 2013 conference also celebrated Shimon Peres' 90th birthday with such dignitaries as former US President Bill Clinton, former British PM Tony Blair, Sharon Stone, Robert De Niro, Barbara Streisand, and so many other people. At the World Zionist Congress in Jerusalem in 2015, I again witnessed the ultimate respect paid to Wizo when Helena Glaser, Honorary Life President World Wizo, was re-elected for a second term as a chairperson of the Zionist General Council. And when you think about it, Sharet was, and Dolchin was, and really high people were at the head of the Zionist General Council. I had the wonderful opportunity to also spend time with some of our younger Wizo representatives who have the potential to develop into our future Wizo leaders, as do our Aviv members. In 2012, I was appointed to the Keren HaYesod Board of Trustees and to the World Jewish Congress Executive Committee as Vice President of WJC Executive. I traveled to Budapest in Hungary in 2013 to participate in the 14th World Jewish Congress plenary and meet with the executive and Chaverot of Wizo Hungary. During the Solidarity Mission with the World Jewish Congress in Israel, during the Protective Age campaign in 2014, Jewish leaders from all over the world gathered here in Israel instead of gathering anywhere around the world, and they came to see what we did. And they heard Wizo's praise wherever we visited along the border with the Gaza Strip. So it gave us a lot of kavod. When the leadership of the World Jewish Congress met in Washington, D.C. in March 2015 for its annual executive committee meeting to discuss the growing threats to Jewish communities and the surge in anti-Semitism, we met with senior members of the administration, senators and congressmen, both parties, Mr. Joe Biden, then Vice President of the USA. I proudly represented Wizo and its blessed work in Israel and around the world, and even had the privilege, when we were in the Capitol building, to deliver thanks and appreciation to Mr. Ron Lauder, President of the WJC, on behalf of all the delegates. Throughout my presidency, I did my utmost to expose Wizo to new audiences and cultivate good relations with our ministers, especially the Foreign Office, the European Union, and the foreign embassies. I was elected as an assembly member to the Israeli Youth Award and celebrated the gold level recipients at the residence of the British ambassador. I also represented you on the advisory board of Be a Mensch. At the annual meeting of the Jerusalem Post Diplomatic Conference and at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Global Forums for Combating Anti-Semitism, I would like to mention our Wizo representatives to the UN in New York. Where are you? In Geneva, and in Vienna, and wish from here to Chava Bugayer that she will be well soon. They do us proud. They do us proud in all those places, and thank you. I also visited our Wizo federations in 2013 when Wizo France was experiencing difficult financial times. I flew out for a day and a half to see how to resolve them. With the help of Anne Argy, past president of Wizo Switzerland, then the president, and by taking extreme and not always pleasant measures, believe me, Wizo France managed to solve its problems and restore its previous glory. Thank you, Anne, and I am proud of you, Joël Lesmy. I flew to Chile in 2014 for the 14th Wizo Latin American Federation Congress, where I was able to meet with delegations from all our Spanish-speaking federations from Central and South America. It was a magnificent event. The Chile hosted the Congress and my visit with much warmth, creativity, and professionalism. A huge surprise was an invitation from the Chilean president, Michelle Bachelet, to the presidential office to talk about promoting women's rights. The press-covered visit allowed Wizo Chile senior positions holders and myself to familiarize her with Wizo and to tell her about the work carried out by Wizo Chile on benefit of the general Chilean society. Agnes, where are you? Thank you. Mrs. Farkas and Yael Hasson. And last but not least, the Pillars of Defense campaign in 2012 and the Protective Age in 2014. So, Wizo called again to the flag. I want to wholeheartedly thank you all for your immediate response, above and beyond the call of duty. So, we could host evacuees in our youth villages. I met with many of the evacuees, and they emotionally praised the permanent and constant support they receive from Wizo all the year, every year. They wrote to me once at the first war, "You bombed us with katyushos of love." So, to conclude, my dear Chaverot, I am blessed, for my Wizo is in my DNA. It is a way of life, it is a commitment, and give to the less fortunate and to provide them with equal opportunities to improve their lives. I want to see younger women feeling the same and joining Wizo. We must cultivate and nurture our Aviv graduates and the future leadership of our movement so they be able to carry the Wizo torch forward to guarantee our movement's continuation and relevance. My dear Chaverot, dear volunteers, you are our unpaid heroines, and no one can put a price on the work that you do because you are priceless. You are the backbone and the ground roots of our movement. Sadly, during my presidency, I lost some great friends who were with me throughout my Wizo career. Michal Modai, Shula Broide, Ruth Koa, Adina Matalon, Anita Chamitovsky, and Frida Rafael. May their beautiful memories be blessed. We can all be proud to be Jewish, Zionists, and Wizo members who support the society and state of Israel at all times. We have no other country, no other place to call our own, and we must nurture this precious deposit that we have been entrusted with. I want to see Wizo becoming the leading women's Zionist and social movement here and all over the world. Based on the Wizo heritage we all grew up on and helped develop and enhance, never say never, make the impossible possible. Dreams can come true. There is always a solution. There is always someone ready to lend a helping hand. There is always hope and light at the end of the darkest tunnel. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in what you do. Have faith in Wizo. I would like to thank all the Chaverot and employees that without them we couldn't do anything, and supported me throughout the year. Presidents and Chaverot of Wizo federations, members of the World Wizo and Wizo Israel Executive, and last but not least, Diana and Benny. Thank you very much. I must tell you that I could put 90 years in my speech, but I couldn't, and everything without you couldn't be done. I hate to say I, but when I say I, it's you. It's you, it's not me. I represent you. Without you, nothing would be done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tova Ben-Dov. Your eyes went out, or the echoing sound of your voice, the light of your face, the white of your kind hands, your love. From you I came, and I long for you. Your prayers walk with me. Your words are calling me. Come back. Alma Zohar wrote those words to her mother who passed away. And now we too say goodbye to those who left us.
Michal Modai, Israel, a lady of beauty, kindness, and elegance. Michal's leadership was steeped in love for the movement and for Am Yisrael. Sylvia Burzak, South Africa, a gentle soul with a lion's heart. Sylvia's long service to Wizo was a model of volunteerism and leadership. Her commitment to the cause is legendary. Neri Bloomfield, Canada. Neri walked with drive towards her goal, carrying the well-being of the people of Israel in her heart. A true leader, she set high standards and did so with great integrity and purpose. Shula Braudo, Israel. Instrumental in championing women's causes, Shula dedicated her life to the equality of women and bringing about social change. Rosa Dolber de Steinsapier, Chile. A star will forever shine for Rosa. It shines in the eyes of all those she inspired and in whom she awakened the desire to serve the people of Israel. Becky Ashkenazi, Mexico. Exceptional human qualities we all possess, but it is in the way that we use them that we are judged. Becky's great dedication to improving the lives of others earned her a place in the hearts of many. Charlotte Ettlinger, Sweden. A leader of great vision and justice, Charlotte took the plight of Soviet Jewry into her heart and tirelessly fought for their freedom. Anita Jemitovsky-Ruse, Uruguay, Israel. Anita's star shines eternally bright, and in her blessed image, we all aspire to be. Her legacy lives on. Adina Matalon, Israel. Adina was the epitome of selfless altruism. The welfare of others and the empowerment of the needy was her top priority. Esther Matlow, Canada. Esther Matlow, kindness of heart inspires kindness in others. Esther was a shining example of wisdom and compassion in harmony, in the service of the cause that she held so dear. Elisa Postilnik, Israel. A woman of humility, grace, and dignity, Elisa's heart was forever Wizo, and on her face she wore always a smile. Frida Raphael, Israel. Gracious, principled, and a friend to all. Frida brought hope to those who had none and respite to those in need. Ruth Rubenstein, Israel. A gentle soul gone too soon. Ruth's life is a beautiful memory, her absence a silent grief. Clara Snadgerman, Venezuela. To be a free person in a free land prompted Clara's love for Israel. In the strengthening of Am Yisrael, she took great pride. Ruth Tekoa, Israel. Ruth always looked for the best in others, and by her own example of humility and humanity, she inspired others to do the same.